Hey folks, we're going to talk today about probably the most overlooked and easiest to use SHTF communication system available. Hang on. All right, Orlando Prepper coming at you. If you're a subscriber and you've been following the channel, you know over the last couple of weeks we've been doing a lot of talk about emergency communication systems. If you remember a couple of months ago, Dr. McAllister was with us and he filled us in on all the different systems. And I wanted to come up with something simple and powerful enough for you to use in your bug out location or your base camp if you're bugging in and you have others out there helping you in the field with portable radios. I wanted to come up with something powerful enough for you to talk for a few miles. So, this is what we come up with. The GMRS radio system, General Mobile Radio System. It's limited to 22 channels, which are already programmed in the radio. Unlike a ham radio, you don't have to worry about putting in codes and frequencies and all of this stuff. They're already there for you. And it don't matter what brand radio you have, Motorola, Midland, Retevis, like what I have here. Don't matter who makes that radio. They're all programmed the same. Since 2017, FCC regulations have required all of those companies to have the same channels built into these radios so they can communicate easily. That's why I chose this for your emergency radio system. Turn it on, pick a channel, bingo. All your radios on that channel, they all communicate very easily. But a lot of them have privacy tones built in. What we got to do is turn those off, and there's a reason for that. Radio with a privacy tone on can only communicate with a radio that has the same privacy tone set. If it's on a different tone, they're not going to communicate. Plus, privacy tones don't actually make your radio private. Everybody on that channel, no matter what tone their radio set on, or if it has no tones at all, they can hear you talk. They can hear your conversation. You just can't hear them if they try to talk to you. That's all a privacy tone does, is keep anybody from interrupting your conversation. They can still hear everything you say on that channel. So what we got to do is hook this little radio up, try to get it to communicate with this radio without privacy tones. So let's get to it. Okay, here we go. You see what we got? We have the two radios. Got the handheld and what could be your base unit, which is a mobile. It's actually a mobile radio that I keep in my Jeep. I chose this one for a reason. As you can see, there's no controls at all on the body of this radio. This is a good heavy frame. It's built well, and that's what you need in a Jeep. That's why a lot of off-roaders choose this radio, the Retevis RA86. And another reason is you can just put this under your seat, run your mic out and clip it on your dashboard, and you have all the controls right here in your hand. All the controls for this radio are here. The channel up and down, the power, menu button, call, lock, scan, and volume. It's all right here in your hand. You also have a speaker on this microphone. So this speaker being under the seat is really not a problem. You can also hear that one. But we got to get this up and running. This is going to be your portable SHTF base system. 20 watts, so it can reach out there, a few miles, several miles in some cases, depending on the landscape, and communicate with a handheld radio that your people out in the field will have with them. Got to have a power supply. This is a 12-volt solar generator that I built. I also made a video showing you how to do it. So I'll put that link below, and you can build your own if you want. Got one battery in there, charge controller. It's all self-contained right there. So let's get on with it. Power this radio up. We got our antenna hooked up, which of course you would run outside. Good thing about GMRS is you don't have to have a big, huge antenna. It'll run off a small antenna. So let's plug this in here. There we go. Get this radio powered up. All right, we're ready to rock. You can see right there. Don't know if you can see that or not. I'm on channel 19. I'm always on channel 19 in my Jeep. So if you see my old Jeep running down the road and you want to talk to me, get on channel 19 and let's talk. Now what we have to do here is these two are programmed the same. This is a UV-5X. You might see it as a UV-5G, which is a GMRS radio. And it's exactly the same as a UV-5R. You can use, it has the same casing on it. You can use UV-5R batteries on this radio. So if you have these Baofeng radios and you want to go with this GMRS, gotta highly recommend this one. Affiliate link below. But as you can see, when I push this button on this microphone, we're going to get some feedback because this radio is receiving it. Okay. Just the same. We're going to push the transmit button on the handheld. This one's going to get the feedback. Don't know if you could hear that or not. There we go. They are communicating. There is no privacy code set on this radio. So what we got to, if we want to set those privacy codes, they actually come preset. So let me show you how to turn that off on this model radio. Push TX, weather, and turn the radio on. There we go. You see on channel 1, CTC is 01. So this has a privacy code on now. There's no way you can hear this radio on this radio. We're going to get some feedback here. Oh, let me put it on the right channel. My bad. Got to get it on the right channel here. There we go. Channel 19. You're receiving feedback on this radio because this radio is receiving this even with the privacy tones on. Now let's turn that around and see if this one can hear this one. That has no privacy tones. Nope, we got nothing. So really all that privacy tone does is keep you from hearing someone that does not have the privacy tone set that you have on your radio. So just shut them off. Easy way to do that. Let's turn this radio off again. All right, we're going to push transmit, scan, and then turn the radio on. You can see the privacy setting is gone. It's blank right there. So these two radios are communicating again. Yep, they sure are. Turn those privacy tones off. Here's your e-com setup. You're ready to go with this right here. Solar power generator, portable radio, handheld radio for each member of your team out in the field. Got to set them up on the same frequencies, no big deal. Excuse me, channels. GMRS has channels, not frequencies, because they're already programmed. They share those channels with FRS radio, Family Radio Service, or system. But FRS radios are limited to 2 watts. Most of them, like you find in Walmart, little bubble packs with the 2 radios in it. You know, it says it'll transmit 30 miles. No, they don't do that. They only have 2 watts of power, but they share the same channels as GMRS. But you can easily overpower those with your 20-watt system or your 5-watt handhelds. So this would be a great system. With those privacy tones off, you have to create your own codes. Because like I said, everybody can hear you. So create your own codes, 10 code or whatever. Don't use the old standard police or military codes because they're too easy, for people to get a copy of and learn them. So create your own. That can be part of the fun of setting the system up. It's great. And the good thing is, if you have to bug out from where you are, grab your generator, your radio, you're out of there. Take it all with you. It's that simple. Now, before shit hits the fan, you got to have a license to operate a GMRS radio. I think right now the cost is $35 for 10 years, and that covers everybody in your family. Or in this case, if you're running drills and you're practicing with your radio, everybody in your group. It covers everybody, that one license. The only requirement is, at the end of the transmission, you give your call sign, WRED 382. Out. It's that simple. This is a great system. It's easy to work with. I didn't mention one thing. FRS radios do not need a license. They're so weak and so limited, FCC is really not worried about them. So they're not going to tax you to talk. But set you up a good system, guys. Get you at least one or two of these, like I have. Get one of these for each team member, and backups. Keep your backups in a Faraday cage. Protect them from an EMP or a CME. Because if either one of those happen, we are really in an SHTF situation. If you have any questions, let me know. Shoot me an email, theorlandoprepper@gmail.com. All the equipment used here, I'll link below. I'm also going to put a link to all the I keep saying frequencies because I've been doing ham for so long. All the channels, so you can see just how simple this system is. It's very easy to use. It'll help you out in the long run, believe me. I think that's about it for the day. So, stay strong, keep prepping, and pray for the United States of America. Orlando Prepper is out. Hey folks, me and Tucker's here today. We're going to talk to you a little bit about, he went out. He don't want no part of this.